Hi. Well, you ask have I had any spiritual experiences or experiences with the divine? Well, I've had many spiritual experiences. Uh, some with God, some with other people. So um, I'm not sure what I might say about any of them really. Um, when I was a child, I was very contemplative, so I had faith that God was there, and on various occasions I prayed, and I got the responses, from God like immediately. So I I had faith in God and got to know God, even as a child. So and as I got older, I also discovered that people have a spiritual nature, and some people have certain gifts or whatever. And, I don't know. I got to know uh, people that do things that are just beyond the physical, whatever. Um, I'm having a lot of trouble with my volume control. I don't know how to adjust it. I just got this thing set up, but I really don't know how this is going to work. But anyway, uh, in rabbinic teaching, like the rabbis, they say that uh, the light, the soul has a light. So anyway, I think it's kind of an ordinary experience, but some women that I've met, uh, you know, they they're happy. They're happy women. Somebody happy to meet me. The soul shines. Like a shimmering aura around the person. It's a wonderful thing. And that's just a mild kind of spiritual experience, but it happens. It happens at weddings, bar mitzvahs, things like that. People show these happy auras. They're very beautiful, and there's a good feeling to it. It's a nice thing. It's very odd that. Well, it's odd, in a practical sense that nobody talks about it much, but these things happen. Uh, um, there are other gifts that there was a spiritual gift that was written about by Zena Henderson, and it's called sorting, and it's a gift where a person is able to share their consciousness with you. So I don't, you would have to say it's spiritual because it doesn't apparently happen by physical means. So the person, somehow their mind enters your mind, and you're thinking with another person's thoughts in your mind. So it's a very it's disconcerting, really. You know, and you get this feeling from people like that they have all this energy and this mental energy, and you feel it in your mind like a pressure, and you can also feel like I mean, you can see, visualize. You can have visualizations and things especially if the person has a visual mind. They might be visualizing things, and if you're not used to that, it's kind of a different experience. So I've met about three people that do that. You know, even going all the way back to high school. So anyway, um, it's quite a gift, and it's a spiritual experience. There doesn't seem to be any kind of ordinary explanation for it. I guess it could be studied. Uh, I've also had visions. I've had all kinds of. I had a clairaudient experience when I was a child. I I was very young, and I don't know. I believe that people had these. I think I just thought we could. I thought by God or some means, people could do things. So one day I decided I would run into the future. So I ran across the lawn and I stopped, and I had this clairaudient, uh, uh, which means to hear. I heard a future event in my life where this woman was angry with me, and she's giving me hell over something, whatever. Of course, I remember what it was. It was something about cards, you know, and I don't think at the time I really knew. I guess I figured it was playing cards or whatever, or whatever the 52 cards, whatever. So I heard her argument, and then it was over with. So that's called a clairaudient experience. And as I got older, I always remembered that. And when I was a teenager, I met this girl, whatever, and she did it. Just everything I heard, and as a child, she got it. She was. I had been to her home at a party, and I played poker with some people, and I don't know. Her family was were part of a Christian sect or something, and they were very, um, uh, against any kind of gambling. So, it's just that there were some guys at the party that, had some, played penny poker or whatever. You know, played a few hands with them. That's all there was to it. But she was particularly interested in me, and she some days after the party, she made a point to ask me to come to her home so she could explode at me, So anyway, that was it, So beyond that time as a teenager, I realized that, this little experience I had as a child hearing the future, I really was hearing the future, Um, and I went on to have other kind of clairvoyant experiences and things like that. So I don't know. That's about all I have to say. I think I'm running out of time. But I've had quite a variety of spiritual experiences. Someone told me when I was young, I was talking to someone, and I said, "Well, I'm interested in spiritual experiences," and that person said to me, "We have spiritual experiences every day." So anyway, that's what life is like for some people. Some people are more active in a spiritual way than others, I guess. But yes, I've had spiritual experiences and experiences